Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Grin Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 19. Hey, we're at a new map. It's a first look. The Pacific Northwest. Gonna take a look at this one. I know a lot of people... It's been out for a minute. A lot of people have been playing this map, especially on console. So I want to take a look at it. So here we are. This is where we spawn in at. I guess this is the homestead. Yeah, this is the homestead. Our house is right there. So, looking at the map, ooh, this is a very interesting map. So we got a lot of fields up here, and then you go down the river, there's some straighter fields down that way in the southwest, and then there's some more bigger fields down in the southeast. So, oh! That's a C-130 Hercules, guys. Can you hear it? Yeah, you can totally hear it. That is a C-130 Hercules. I am very familiar with that aircraft. So yeah, C-130 Hercules, pretty cool, pretty cool. So the military, there's a military base around here maybe somewhere. So anyway, let's get back to the homestead here. Little small homestead. Looks like we start with a few pieces of equipment at least. Tell you what, let's tab through our vehicles. Oh yeah, we start with the T560, guys. If you're going to start with an in-game combine, I would say that would be the best one. Start with a, looks like a 6M2 maybe. Yep. Got a little 6M to pull the tipper there. Got a little Massey tractor too. There is a train here, so that's pretty interesting. But that's it. Oh, you don't have a truck or nothing. Okay. So that's pretty interesting. You start, if you do new farmer mode, which I recommend because it puts the buildings in the homestead. You can always change your economy to normal. But I'm going to be doing that from now on, starting in new farmer mode. And you can, you can delete the house and the shed and stuff. You can sell all that stuff if you want to and start over. But I like to see where the map creators put their buildings. So you start with field 11, 12, and 22 here. So that's pretty cool. I think it's time to do some flying. Let's do some flying around, guys. Go into landscape mode and fly around. So this is the farm. It does sit atop this hill. You get a good look over the town there. That's a pretty neat view. Then we come back here. Looks like we got our animals back here, but we don't own. Do we own that? Yeah, we do. We own that. This is field 12 that you own. This is field 11 that you own. So pretty neat little map. You could plow all this together and make it a field. If you really wanted to go wild, you could sell this pin here and plow this together. There's a drainage ditch. I don't know if you want to plow over that or not. It's got trees, so you can do trees on it if you want to. Pretty interesting detailed map here. Train trestle there. And you got a highway up here. Goes all the way up here. You got a few sell points up here. What is this? Like an empty lot, but what is that symbol? Alright, hang on. I gotta come out of flying mode. I gotta see what that is. What is that? I've never seen that before. What is that? Okay, you can click on that one. Is it like a water station or something maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen that symbol before. It must be like a water station or something. Alright. So the train looks like it runs kind of all around through here. Go this way. Kind of like the feel of the map. It actually feels pretty good. It doesn't really remind me of the Pacific Northwest, though. I don't know. For some reason, it just doesn't. And then you got, oh wow, you got a tree farm here, actually. You could actually, these are planted in rows here, so these you wouldn't want to cut right away because they're not fully grown. These are not fully grown, so you got some that are fully grown, some that aren't. So if you wanted to do like a dedicated tree farm, there it is right there, guys. I got more trees down here. Plenty of trees to do trees if you want to do trees. And then the fields come around here. There's another sale point. This is Agro Wholesales. Tell you, we can almost just follow the train down through here. Well, there's the rickety old bridge. Crosses the bridge here. And that's the border of the map right there. So, a lot of spaces out here. I guess you can own all the spaces. Let's check that out. Can you own all the spaces on the map? Oh, so you can buy that for $0. That's interesting. It's got a few little spots up here too. So you can buy this outer part, and I think are we on that outer part? Where are we at? Oh no, we're standing over here. Let me tab to something over here and walk over there real quick. This has got me curious. Let's walk on out here. Or, you know, fall on out here down the cliff. Nope. No. There's the border. So you could buy it. Maybe that's why it's free. See, the border starts right there. I can't go any further. So I guess maybe you could get a few trees off of this, because there are a few trees on this side of that border. If it runs straight down through here, which it should. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, it's like right up against these trees. So if you wanted to acquire this property, you could probably like bring a Brooks Tripper up here and do some stuff. You definitely get a return on your investment, I'll say that, because it's free. I mean, right? It's definitely free. All right, where is this at? This is the biogas. Let me come down to the biogas. I want to see if this is sitting right next to that border. Where's the biogas? There it is, right there. All right. How do we get out of here? There we are. So this sits right next to that area. That's free. Let's head west here. Wonder if that fence line is the border. If so, you won't be able to cut those trees. Yeah, this doesn't feel like the Pacific Northwest. To me, looking at it, it feels more like a Napa Valley kind of feel to it. Well, with the exclusion of that sign. It says no tractors. Oh yeah, there's the border. Yep, so those trees you can't get to. Okay, so the border is kind of restricted, like right there where that line is there. See that line that runs through there? Okay, so let's get back to flying. Take a look at this map. So here's the biogas plant. Here's that rickety old bridge we were at. Pick up where we left off here. And, train comes down through here. Got a little port area down here for the river. And then the train is right there. It goes under that bridge. So the train just goes around the mountain, kind of. It doesn't really go down into town. Okay, here's the sawmill. Down here, there's the spinnery over there. Okay, the river comes down. Let's take a look down here. Horse training area. Some sell points down in here. Then you got these long straight fields here that and just at first glance, I'm going to say you can plow together and do what you want there, and then you hit the border. I'm going to say right where that line's at right here. It is fenced in, so I'm going to say past this fence is the border. So they kept that, they moved that border in towards the map so that you couldn't get out of it. Big fields down here. These are the larger field areas. You do have a little kind of forest area down here that, just looking at it, I don't see any objects out here, rocks or anything like that. So once you clear this forest, you could make this a field. Had to do some landscaping, of course, but pretty sure you could turn that into a field. Oh, we got wind, guys. A little windy down here. A little windy. Or no, that's not wind. That's the plane. That's the military flying over. They're doing their exercises. So yeah, you can buy that area down there and I guess turn that into field. Getting over into the town area, there's the port. You cross the river. Here's the main trestle where you cross the river. Got a little town area here. Garden center. There's the whale from Ravenport. Yeah. Oh, you can play volleyball. Cool. I'm sure you can't actually play volleyball. You know, on 17 you could play basketball. So. And you get down here south of town. Another little empty lot over here. But yeah, it just doesn't feel like the Pacific Northwest. It feels like something maybe a little further south of there. It almost feels like maybe, and I can't really say that because it doesn't with the mountains. If it was just this part stuff down here, I'd say this feels kind of like maybe Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana-y maybe, because of how it's set up. I mean, it's in the details, like this little dock here, for instance, with the bridge in the background. I don't know. To me, that's what it feels like to me, but it totally can't be because it's the Pacific Northwest. So, anyway, we got a church. We do have a cemetery. Got another little bridge that crosses over here. There are a few sale points down here. You got the garden center. This is actually pretty interesting. So this is a sale point right here. This is not a drive-through sale point. Whatever you sell here, you're going to have to back in here and offload. So keep that in mind, especially since you start out with the, you know, that tipper that doesn't, that's hard to back up. You know, the one from 15 and 17 and all that. And then here's the shop, so. Okay, so that's pretty much town. Got another gas station over here. Then you got the port. I want to ride the train. I haven't ridden a train in a while. Let's just ride the train and see where it goes. So you get to go under the trestle here, underneath the, not trestle, the bridge. Down by the port here. Well, that's a pretty steep downgrade of a railroad track right there. I've never seen a railroad go down that steep, so. Needs to be a gradual incline, kind of like that right there. Even that's a little steep. I gotta say, I'm disappointed in the train horn. Back on 17, you could press and hold it, and it would fade out eventually. They've changed it now to where all you can do is hit it, and when you let it go, it just cuts off. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but... Oh yeah. See, it just cuts off. It almost doesn't sound like a train horn. And it's really weak. So, I think the horn sounds were much better in 17. They need to bring those back. Or redo them or something. Alright. Getting on around here. This is another sale point. Which one is this one? Agro Wholesales. Coming up on the tree farm. It says North Silo. I'm pretty sure that's a sale point. The Lime Station I know is, you know, what it is, but that North Silo, I don't think that's actually like a storage silo. I think that's a sale point. I think it's just the name of a sale point. So yeah, you start out up here. Nice little countryside. They did really good on the detailing. Placement of stuff and, you know, whatnot. So yeah, this is the north silo right here. So I think that's a sell point, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you can start up here. You can start in the north part of the map. You can start wherever you really want to. I actually kind of want to see how much that forest area is down there. It's not that expensive. You would make a lot of money back on this because of all the trees on it. Got little smaller forest areas up here that you can buy. They're individual, so that's pretty neat. I would say just go ahead and buy this because there are some trees sitting like in here that you could cut. You're not really buying it. It's free, so I don't know why she's giving it out for free. Oh, that doesn't sound right. I don't know why her property is listed for $0. That sounds better. Yeah, so it's an interesting map. It just, I don't know. To me, it doesn't feel like the Pacific Northwest. It really doesn't. To me, it feels like, I would say, like somewhere between LA and San Francisco, maybe. It feels more like that region. It feels more like the Ravenport region, which is technically in California. It's even though it's a fictitious place. It just does not feel like the Pacific Northwest to me. If you saw the other one, and I don't know that it's out yet, it's either came out before this video or after this one. I did a first look for Rogue River. That, to me, feels like more like Pacific Northwest. Even though it's a forestry map, that's what a lot of the Pacific Northwest is a lot of forestry areas up there. So, but anyway, the name of the map is the Pacific Northwest. You start out with, if you start in New Farmer mode, you start out with quite a bit of property. Be aware that there are military planes flying over, and I just heard one. Where'd it go? There it is. C-130 Hercules flying over. So there's a military base around here somewheres where they're landing at. They're doing their exercises right now. So yeah, it's called the Pacific Northwest. It's a pretty neat map, I gotta say. Pretty interesting. It's got some nice fields in it. Definitely interesting map. You can start out up here with these smaller fields, like I said, or get the bigger ones in the bottom. Or just go nuts, you know, and start with field 35 or something like that. My strategy is start with the smaller areas. That's always been my strategy. So you've got some up here that are, you know, like field 13. You got some trees on it and it's a field. So it's $37,000. Not that much. Looks like you can maybe buy the sell points. Yeah, you can buy the. Actually, that's some of these, like with this gas station here, come with that free part. So I would say buy that free part, and it is free. So you can own that. Keeping in mind that the border is like right there. So you won't get much off the outside edge, but there's a lot on the inside here that you could start working on right away. And you know what? I'm looking at that now. I'm going to sell that back for $0. Now we do own that. This is the homestead down here. We own a lot of the homestead where we're at. You know, some homesteads, you know, you own just a little piece of it and then nothing at all around it, but we own all of this. There's our silo. It's got a rock right in the middle of it, so got a lot of stuff for that little Massey tractor down here. Front arms and stuff like that. Plow. Do have a vehicle repair shop down here if you wanted to customize your vehicles. So, but yeah, it doesn't feel like Pacific Northwest. It feels like California. It feels like a northern, like somewhere in between LA, San Francisco, maybe north of San Francisco, something like that. It feels like, yeah, like somewhere where they would film a farm area in California. So, yep. All right. So this is Pacific Northwest, guys. It is available on PC and consoles, I think. Yeah, this one's available on consoles too. So definitely check it out if you're interested in it. Hope you enjoyed the first look here. We will sign it off. All right, guys. Until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. We'll see you guys later.